give the people what they want, Chevrolet offers this car for 1967. The newest shape on wheels, a car in tune with today.
This is the year of individual expression, of todayness, of a vibrant, youthful current flowing through the people of this great nation of ours. And this is the year of the Camaro. The car of today.
Hello everyone and welcome back. I've been getting a lot of questions about my Camaro and what I'm going to do with it and what's the plan and all that fun stuff, which is kind of funny because I have a plan in my head. I actually have a couple of plans that I'll explain in a second. The funny part about that is in the first video, I actually asked at the end of the video, I said, what motor should I put in it? What transmissions should I put in it? What suspension? What color? All that fun stuff. What should I do to that car? And I did get a few answers, which I always appreciate, but I thought it was funny that I asked you guys and then I got a lot of questions of, well, what are you going to do to the car? That sort of made my day. So I thought I would start out with a fun vintage montage, so we'll put it that way. So I hope you enjoyed that. There are 3 scenarios that I've kind of come up with for that car. There's sort of a cheap, medium, and expensive version that in theory, I could literally do them one at a time and end up doing all 3.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
It could be easy, could be difficult. We'll see. It just depends on how much I want to go, because I could have that car done, ready on the road for $5,000 in 3 months, or I could have that car done, ready on the road for $105,000 in 3 years. It just depends how far I want to go. Now, one of those things in trying to save a little bit of money, I'm just going to kind of interject before I get into it. I was talking to my buddy Alex over at partshub.ca. So if you're in Canada, or I guess if you're in the States, I would definitely go check out partshub.ca and contact my buddy Alex over there, because we're chatting about my Camaro and they've got some great inventory of everything for it. He said he'd help me out with it, so I really appreciate that. So definitely check out partshub.ca, and if you're rebuilding a vintage car or need a replacement part or whatever, they're the place to go. So cheap plan. I still need to get the body work done on the car. That part is obvious. It's a vehicle that I have all the bones for it, and it is in great shape. It's really straight. It's a good car, just needs a little finessing, especially in the body. Under the body, there's a couple of spots, and you can get full floor pans if I need them. Luckily I don't need floor pans. I just need the kind of corners. As is now, the subframe was bent up. So plan number 1, which has actually already been started, is cut the original subframe out, because most people don't know with the Camaro is it's what's called a unibody. So there's no actual frame to the vehicle. It's just kind of a shell. The body's a shell, and then it has a rear suspension system, and it has a front kind of hub that is the subframe. And a lot of people, especially as these cars started to get modified, what they would do is they would actually put in frame connectors, which my car has, to the rear to just kind of stiffen everything up, especially if you're going to put kind of bigger power into these things. If you put big power into them, you can twist the body real quick. So I don't want to have any of those issues. We already cut out the original subframe, and I've got the new replacement subframe that's also out of a 67 Camaro. Stripping off all the part just to get it down to a bare subframe, and then start to grind it and clean it down. Once it's all ground and cleaned down a little bit, prime it, paint it, and then put it into the car, and then start bolting the suspension, the new suspension, back onto it, and then wheels and all that to kind of get a roller of a car. Then throw a motor into it, throw a transmission into it, bolt up the body panels, and then take it all apart, do all the paint and body work, and then put it all back together again, and then start working on the interior. Is basically use the 350 that I have.
Unboxing the parts for Brett. nuts and bolts for the Camaro. Fancy. Say hi, Brett. It's Sal. Oh, and Hank.
Not cheap out, but just kind of go as economically responsible as I can and just basically get it on the road. So that's plan number one. I think that part could be done for a couple grand, but likely I'll have to put a little bit more into it just to make it nice. Plan number two is sort of a lot more expensive. It's a big jump from 1 to 2. Basically, you can either get two options with the suspension. One is you can actually get a brand new subframe for those things. Companies like Chris Alston or Ride Tech or Detroit Speed, or there's a bunch of them that actually make new subframes that have a little bit better, I guess you'd call it ergonomics in it. So the turn radiuses are a little better. They fit a little better with newer motors. It's just sort of an upgrade on the original technology of a subframe. And that could be option number 2, is basically start with that or get a new suspension system to bolt up to that existing subframe that I'm going to put in the car. And then obviously same thing, get the bodywork done. But this time, for option number 2, instead of just using the 350 that I have and putting in a carburetor or whatever, and maybe making 300-400 horse, I could go get a 5.3 LS motor. I could get a 6.2 LS motor. Like, there's tons of motors out there, but with newer technology, fuel injection, maybe even potentially supercharged. So that's kind of the middle build, and sort of make a resto mod kind of, that basically it's an old car and it performs well. Option number 3 is to take that and to ramp it up as extreme as I can, which is basically, plan all along is to make it a 6-speed manual, because I like that. The plan all along is to make it a V8, but in the most expensive, kind of least budget friendly option there is basically go get a full chassis for the car, which is, I think they call it a Roadster Garage. Those guys build full frames for these cars with full brand new suspension, full brand new brakes. You put a crate supercharged 6.2 TKO 600 6-speed manual, so the thing will not only ride and handle like a brand new performance car, it'll make about 680-ish horsepower. It'll be a 6-speed manual, but it'll still have that old school feel to it. That is kind of the end goal. So in theory, given those 3 options, I could do all of those. I could finish it, get it on the road, then upgrade the suspension and potentially the subframe and the motor, and then take it to the next level and do it again. Now, I want that car. One of the reasons that I started with a kind of vintage montage here is because I want that car to look vintage. I want it to look original. I want it to be so that if I take it to a car show or whatever and someone goes and looks at it, they go, oh, cool, it's just a 67 Camaro. And all of a sudden they look at it and they go, wait a minute, that's not stock. This is upgraded, but it looks stock, and like that sort of thing. Those are the coolest cars in my opinion. I definitely want to rebuild it. To what level? That would be the extreme level, but that's kind of where I want to go with it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I love hearing from everyone. Let me know which option you think is the best, or if there's one that I didn't even mention or hadn't thought of. Like, share, subscribe, check out partsub.ca and contact my buddy Alex, and help the channel grow, and I will see you guys next time.